Hello, everyone. I'm Chuang. Today, let's color the Lokiceratops. The head of Lokiceratops looks pretty fancy, with many exaggerated ornaments. The shape of these ornaments demonstrates they are used for showing off. When designing its color scheme, we can make the head, especially these horn-shaped ornaments, bright and eye-catching. Its frill stands vertically behind its head like a billboard, and we can decorate its surface with colorful patterns. The colors of its face can be designed quite different from those on its body. This dinosaur had a relatively sturdy body, so that it might have some patterns. However, these patterns may not sharply contrast with the base color of the body. Rather than using black and white, we could opt for two shades of gray, such as a brownish color and a bluish color, to match each other. We can shape its body into one feeling, and its head into another. Now, let's get started. First, use a pale pink to outline the softer areas of its body, such as the underside of the tail, the back of the thighs, the ventral side of the belly, and the posterior of the arms. Then, fill them with the pale pink. The neck, throat, and the inner part of the nostril can be colored with this relatively light pink. There are two huge openings in the middle of its frill. We can use pale pink as an undertone to color them. Then, let's use gray as the dominant color to fill most of its body. We follow the edges we just painted with the pale pink to define the shape. We should try to make the shape broken and look more natural. Don't forget its hands. After outlining, we can fill the inner part with gray, the torso, the shoulder, and the dorsal side of the neck. Next, we move to its frill. We will use other colors to paint the frill. We only use gray to draw patterns on the frill, so make sure to leave some blank areas. Next, use light green to color the frill and the head. The gray we painted earlier will serve as the pattern above the green. The transition from green to pale pink will also gradually form delicate patterns. We present this part feeling like this. Then, apply yellow as the base color for the horns of its frill and the brow horns. Also, let's use the same yellow to color its beak. The yellow can also be used to the eye. After that, we can choose brown, vermilion, or a similar color to present the color changes on the keratinous parts, transitioning from a reddish color to yellow. The same goes for the beak. Then, color the marginal ossifications along its frill and the jugal horn. Then, use vermilion or brown to draw patterns on its frill. Add gray to this leg, which we forgot to color earlier. We can also use this gray to add some patterns next to the existing patterns. Then, use this vermilion or brown to draw the patterns on the body. On the gray base, we can first show the approximate arrangement of the patterns. Draw a series of single lines to show how they distribute. Make these lines look crooked and natural, ensuring they vary in shape and distribute evenly. Then, widen these lines into larger markings. When drawing these markings, be careful not to make them with equal width. Instead, adjust the width in certain areas based on the shape to give it an integrated, continuous appearance. We can also allow some parts to be linked. Then, let's use brown to embellish its claws and color the ground. The shadows on the dust can also be embellished with brown. Finally, use blue to decorate the markings on its frill. In this way, we've finished coloring this Lokiceratops.